Hello there, and thank you for taking the time out to watch this video on this channel that I've got here. My name's Richard Arundel, and basically I'm creating this mostly for a video log for myself, as part of a fitness journey, but I also want to capture some of the more nerdier stuff that I enjoy doing in hobbies. I love like my Dungeons and Dragons, World of Warcraft and that sort of thing. So this channel is going to be a bit of everything, but in particular the fitness side of things is a personal goal for myself, as I wanted to lose some weight and get into bodybuilding. And I'm coming up to 37 in a couple of weeks' time. And one of my goals is, as I've been working through the fitness, is I'd like to have a go at a bodybuilding competition by the age of 40. So 3 years to put a bit more muscle on and improve my fitness. Now I know time is against me because as you get older, your testosterone drops and it's harder to retain muscle and all that sort of thing. But I'm going to have a go anyway. Why not? Why not? It's something to do. But as of this recording now, we're at the end of 2020, and that shall not be named, that is going on in the world right now, is obviously taking hold. And one of the things that I wanted to go through in this video as well is talk about a home gym setup that I've got, and just going to go through some of the items that I've personally bought and a little bit of what's going on and what I'm doing at home. What I have done is I have signed up to a local gym in the past few months, and then obviously now we're all at home, and I wanted to get something at home anyway because I see it as a good investment for the future. And it's, if it's terrible weather outside and you just, I don't fancy going outside or whatever, then I've got something like at least I could do something at home. So I'm just going to show you a few pictures of where I got my equipment from and wrap it up from there. So some of the protein powders that I get are from PBN. Now there's loads of different brands out there, but I quite like the flavors of these. And like with everything I've got up here on these slides, I've got Amazon links down below so you can check them out for yourself. And I will go more into these likely in future logs, but for now, this is just very quickly some of the purchases that I have personally made for my home gym and my home fitness. So we've got some whey and casein protein powders. I got some vinyl weights. Now they are quite chunky, and when you've got your bar, they do take up a lot more space than say iron weights. But for now, I found them fairly cheaper, and certainly with the current times, they do seem cheaper than iron alternatives. Just bear in mind though that they are a lot thicker. So I have a few of these myself. This bodybuilding squat rack actually I find really, really good, and with the little height raisers you could see with the little T-shape, it's quite good with a bench that I'm going to link onto on the next slide, and I use that just for a bit of everything really. And like with many things at home gym and not a lot of room, do the best I can, and something is better than nothing. So I've got that, and it's really quite sturdy to be fair, and I think this will last me, hopefully, touch wood, for the rest of my life. It does feel like a strong, sturdy build, well built, and you can adapt the width of it, and you can see the picture there, so you can have like a wider stance or make it more narrow. So, and at the back there you could just about see there's little tricep dip handles if you want to do that as well. And at the bottom there's some weight, there's like weight rack, well not weight rack, but a weight holder pins there. Now, I really like on the bottom left here the exercise bands. I think they're absolutely fantastic. And what you could do is you can clip them onto the different handles and you can have multiple bands linked on. So if you wanted, you could have all of those bands linked up there for £150. And that's £150 a weight, not £150 in price. But you could do different exercise from it. And again, I've got a little setup where I do a tricep pull down, for example, and attached to a pull-up bar. And you can do all sorts of different things with it. And you can sit down and do shoulder push-ups. You could do every muscle group basically. And I think that they are really good for their price, and I like them so much I actually bought two sets. That's how much I like them. And what I've also got is some foam rubber mats because I live in a rented property at the moment and I don't really want to ruin someone's carpet with scraping around weights and those big horrible indents and so forth. And plus as well, it just makes it a bit noisy should you drop anything, and just general protection and courtesy of the property. So I've got some mats as well. The bench I got then is this adjustable weight bench, and I really like this. Again, it feels really strong and sturdy. It's adjustable and there's a bit of a decline on it. I'm getting used to the decline a little bit. I find it's quite far back, but then that's the whole point of a decline bench. It's just something for me to get used to. And I also really like this push-up board here where you've got the handles, and depending where you put the position and do your press-ups, it trains different parts of your body, or it focuses on different parts more. So you can get a good shoulder, back, chest and tricep focused press-ups on here and just alternate them around. And I really, really like this as well, so I use this quite a lot. Just some really basic pictures then of what my home gym setup is as of November 2020. So I've got my weight rack there with my bench, and some of these weights I've had for years and years just in the background anyway. So I haven't included these because I don't think it would be fair to link up the product that I already bought and might not even be in date. So but it's just a rough idea. You can see I've got the mats laid out and the rack and the bench and so forth. And I've got my foam roller because I use that for my back and everything. In the middle, I've got a pull-up bar, so that's obviously really handy for just doing pull-ups in general, good for your back and all that. But there's also a good attachment point for those resistance bands. That's the one. Can't remember what they are. Resistance bands. So for example, you can do pull-up type exercises, or you can lay down on your stomach, and with the little ankle bracelets, you could do leg exercises and some other things basically, as long as obviously the door frame can handle it, which this one's very, very good. And I also like to have this pull-up bar over the toilet entrance, because every time I go to the loo, I have like this mental thing where I think I'm going to do 10 or 15 or 20 pull-ups every time I go to the toilet. So I see it and I just go and then carry on, and don't always make it part of a workout necessarily. It's just something I do. So I end up doing maybe 100 pull-ups a day or something, just because it's there and it's like my little mental thing. And then finally on the right we've got here an exercise bike. Again, I bought second hand, and I've put it in front of a TV with like an Amazon Fire Stick because I like cycling. I like the fitness behind it. It's low impact and you can go steady state and all that. But I do find it a little bit boring, I'm not going to lie. So what I do is I put on like YouTube or a video or a film or something like that, and I'll just potter away on my little exercise bike, and before I know it, a half hour, an hour or whatever has flown by, and all is good, and I've got a little bit of low steady state cardio. So that's basically it really for this introductory video. I have loads of different ideas what I'm going to do just for keeping logs, and it's not all going to be about fitness. As I said, there's going to be an element of gaming and other nerdy things that I do, more of a video log. But if this sounds like something that you want to join in my journey and follow along, then by all means like and subscribe to the channel. Until next time then, take care and be safe.